Hey there, Stoic thinkers. Welcome back to the channel, where we uncover the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and how it applies to everyday life. Today, we're diving into an essential topic, relationships, and exploring 9 powerful Stoic principles that every wise man should embrace when it comes to women. If you want to build emotional resilience, self-respect, and a mindset that thrives in any relationship, you're in the right place. Before we begin, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up if you're ready to level up your relationships with the wisdom of the Stoics. Now, let's get into the 9 things that smart men should never do with women. 1. Never sacrifice your path for someone else. Be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over. It stands unmoved, and the raging of the sea still falls around it. Marcus Aurelius. Just as a rock remains steady and unshaken despite the relentless crashing of waves, a man must stay firm in his values, goals, and personal journey, regardless of external pressures. In relationships, it's easy to become influenced by a partner's desires, expectations, or emotional turbulence. However, just as the sea does not erode the rock's core essence, a man should not allow his sense of purpose to be eroded by the demands of a relationship. In relationships, many men make the mistake of abandoning their personal goals, dreams, and ambitions to mold themselves into what they think their partner desires. But in doing so, they lose their sense of purpose and eventually their self-respect. A strong relationship should complement your path, not derail it. Imagine a man who once had a vision for his future, a plan for his career, and a drive for self-improvement, only to let it all fade away for the sake of pleasing someone else. What happens when that relationship ends? He finds himself lost, unsure of who he is anymore. Stay true to your journey and never let anyone pressure you into becoming someone you're not. 2. Stop fearing being alone. Aristotle famously said, "Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom." Too many men enter relationships out of fear of solitude, fear of missing out, fear of not being enough on their own. But loneliness is not the enemy. In fact, the ability to be comfortable alone is one of the greatest strengths a man can cultivate. Think about it. When a man fears being alone, he settles. He clings to relationships that don't serve him, tolerates disrespect, and loses himself in the process. Too many people settle for the wrong person simply because they fear solitude. But being alone is not the same as being lonely. Learn to enjoy your own company, to grow, to reflect, and to strengthen yourself from within. Only when you no longer fear being alone can you choose companionship for the right reasons, because it enhances your life, not because it fills a void. True confidence comes from self-sufficiency, from being content in your own company. When you no longer fear solitude, you gain the power to choose relationships for the right reasons, not as an escape, but as an addition to an already fulfilling life. 3. Don't lose control of your mental well-being. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. Relationships can be emotionally intense, but no one should have the power to rob you of your inner peace. A man who sacrifices his mental well-being for the sake of a relationship is like a soldier surrendering his armor in the middle of battle. Neglecting your mental health for the sake of another person is like setting yourself on fire to keep someone else warm, destructive and pointless. A relationship should never come at the cost of your inner peace. If being with someone drains you, confuses you, or leaves you feeling unworthy, it's time to step away. Marcus Aurelius taught that we are responsible for our own minds. Your happiness isn't something to be sacrificed, it's something to be safeguarded. There will be disagreements, emotional highs and lows, and moments of uncertainty. But remember, your mind is your fortress. If a relationship is causing you relentless stress, anxiety, or self-doubt, it's time to reevaluate. Protect your peace fiercely, because no one else will do it for you. A strong mind is a man's greatest weapon in navigating life and love. 4. Guard your past. Our past can often return to challenge us. While honesty is important, revealing every personal struggle, failure, or mistake to someone too soon can leave you vulnerable. Not everyone deserves access to the most sacred parts of your story. Think of your past like a castle. You choose who gets to enter its gates. Some details are meant for trusted individuals, not casual conversations. Keep your personal history guarded and share only when it truly adds value to a relationship. Your past has shaped you, but it does not define you, nor is it for others to dissect or use against you. Additionally, oversharing can create an imbalance in a relationship where you feel exposed while the other person remains guarded. Trust and vulnerability should develop naturally over time, not be handed over freely. A man who controls his narrative commands respect. Let people earn the right to hear your story, rather than giving them a front row seat before they've proven themselves worthy. Furthermore, some people may exploit your vulnerabilities if you are too open. Stoicism teaches us to remain measured and deliberate in what we share. A truly secure man does not feel the need to overshare for validation. Instead, he allows his present actions and character to define him, rather than relying on the past as an identity marker. 5. Use your time wisely. Seneca said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." Time is your most valuable currency, and how you spend it determines the quality of your life. Many men get so consumed in relationships that they neglect their passions, friendships, and self-improvement. A relationship should enhance your life, not consume it. If you find yourself constantly waiting for texts, canceling plans, or sacrificing your personal growth just to be available for someone else, you're giving away time you'll never get back. A woman will respect a man who values his own time and priorities, because that is the sign of a man who values himself. Being productive and intentional with your time does not mean neglecting relationships. It means balancing them with self-improvement. When you cultivate a life filled with purpose, you naturally attract women and men who appreciate and respect your ambition. The way you manage your time reflects your self-worth, and a man who controls his time is a man who controls his destiny. 6. Celebrate your own achievements. Epictetus reminds us, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Many men fall into the trap of seeking validation from others, especially from women, before recognizing their own worth. This is a dangerous game because it places your self-esteem in the hands of external approval. Every milestone, no matter how small, is worth celebrating. Whether it's a promotion, a fitness goal, or simply overcoming a personal challenge, acknowledge your own progress. A man who recognizes his own achievements builds quiet confidence, something far more attractive than desperate validation seeking. True confidence is built from within. If you rely on others to determine your value, you become dependent on their approval. Instead, set personal benchmarks and recognize your efforts. Growth is a continuous journey, and each step forward is a testament to your resilience and dedication. Celebrate your victories and let them serve as motivation to keep moving forward. 7. Stay true to who you are. Albert Camus once said, "The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion." A truly free man is one who remains authentic, regardless of external pressures. In relationships, too many men bend and change to fit the expectations of others, losing themselves in the process. Saying yes to things you don't believe in, changing your values, or pretending to be someone you're not is a recipe for misery. A man who stays true to himself is respected. Be authentic, even if it means standing alone. The right person will appreciate you for who you are, not who you pretend to be. In today's world, where trends and social expectations shift rapidly, it is crucial to stand firm in your values. A Stoic man does not bend to fit the mold of societal expectations or the desires of another. Instead, he understands that true confidence comes from living in alignment with his principles, making him an unshakable force in both love and life. 8. Prioritize the people who truly matter. Plato compared relationships to soil. Some nourish you, while others drain you. Many men make the mistake of distancing themselves from lifelong friends and family for the sake of a romantic relationship, only to regret it later. Your support system, family, mentors, close friends, are the ones who will be there when life gets tough. A wise man never neglects these relationships. Love should never come at the cost of the bonds that have helped shape you. In our modern world, it's easy to lose sight of these fundamental relationships in the chase for romance. However, a wise man maintains strong bonds with friends and family because they provide emotional support, guidance, and a grounding presence. Healthy relationships outside of romance ensure that you are never completely reliant on one person for fulfillment. Modern life is filled with distractions that can pull a man away from his mission. Whether it's the pursuit of approval, fear of rejection, or pressure to conform, the temptation to compromise one's purpose is real. However, a man's life's direction must remain steady. When he commits to his path, the right partner will walk beside him, not steer him away from his goals. 9. Avoid unhealthy obsession. Marcus Aurelius warned against allowing external attachments to control us. It's easy to fall into the trap of making someone else the center of your universe, but doing so often leads to disappointment and self-neglect. If you orbit around another person, constantly seeking approval and adjusting your life to fit theirs, you are no longer the master of your own fate. Like a planet endlessly orbiting a sun, his life revolves around someone else rather than his own path. This not only diminishes his individuality, but also weakens the foundation of a healthy relationship. A relationship should be a partnership, not an obsession. Stand firm in your own light and never allow anyone to eclipse your identity. A truly powerful man does not depend on others for his sense of completeness. He recognizes that happiness and fulfillment come from within, not from another person. Many people look to relationships to fill an internal void, hoping that a partner will provide purpose and joy. However, this creates dependency and places immense pressure on the relationship. A Stoic man understands that true happiness is cultivated from self-growth, purpose, and discipline. When you are complete on your own, a relationship becomes an addition to your life, not the center of it. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into Stoicism and relationships. Remember, these principles aren't about rigid rules. They're about fostering a mindset that brings clarity, strength, and fulfillment in all areas of life. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content that challenges the mind and strengthens the soul. Let us know in the comments what Stoic principles have helped you in your relationships. Until next time, stay wise, stay true to yourself, and continue your journey toward a life of purpose and tranquility.